Hey, welcome to Tim's Workshop. Today we're going to do a part 2 of the free generator Will It Run series. So the generator that I picked up was a J.C. Penney's like 1978, early 80s generator that I picked up on the side of the road for free. 5,000 watt. So it's an old one. It says right here, J.C. Penney's 5,000 watt alternator, you know, and it's got the two 120 outlets and the 240, 220, 110. So anyway, the PC board on this thing, they call it automatic voltage regulator, AVR. So I think it kind of gave up the ghost because I was getting a little bit of power on the last video, but it was intermittent. You know, it would come on, go off, on, off. It wouldn't even. I plugged in a light bulb and it wouldn't even light the light bulb up. So as an experiment here, I got another newer AVR, and this is JX AVR. Okay, got it online. It's only 20 bucks. I figured, hey, what the heck? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So the first thing I pulled up, well, first of all, you have two lines, right? Your red and your negative, just like this, coming off of what this was be an AVR, I guess. And number 11 and number 22 on here, all right? And they plug into the 110 outlets, one on each side. And one side is power, one side is negative, I'm sure. Okay, so we'll look into it even further. But all these wires have numbers on them, right? So coming out of this plug into the PC board. And it has flat plugs here. Well, this has the same number of flat plugs in this, right? There's 4. And there's 4 here, right? And there's 2, the positive and negative, that come out of here going to these. So you know, it's kind of the same. Won't know until I try it. The trick is getting the right wires here. You got 2 blues and 2 yellows. Which would be equivalent to these wires here, which would and plus this would have to I'd have to get like a female end of this and plug these wires into it and then connect this together. And these would be a little short, right? Because I plan on putting it right here if it works. But temporarily, you know, I'm just going to have it kind of plugged in, you know, until I know for sure it works. But if it works, then this will go down here, like that. So it's on the inside, as long as it's not interfering with anything in this area. So I don't know that yet. But we'll figure it out, if it works. So, not worried about these wires, okay? It's these, okay? So these wires are numbered. There's 44 here, 22 here, 99 or 6, and 11 or 1, whichever it is here. So let's see. All right, so here we go. There's the brushes. You got the white wire going to this side, and the red wire going to this side. Okay, and that goes up into this pin, the plug. Okay, so the plug goes up into there like that. So the red wire is going to this this top pin. The white wire is going to this bottom pin, and then these two wires, one going up to this pin, and then the one in the middle. Okay, those are number 2 is going to the bottom middle pin, and number 6 is going to the top right pin. So number 6, number 2, the red is going to the top left, and the white's going to the bottom left for the brushes. So there's only 4 wires going into this pin, and 2 of them are 6 and 2. Okay, so all the rest goes to the red side. I got this figured out now, and I got the what the yellow wires and the blue wires and how they connect up to the generator. And then I have these wires jumpered out. I'm going to put insulators on here, and you know, so they don't touch each other. And number 11 is the positive, and number 22 is the negative, going to the 115 outlets here. So as far as connecting up these, I'm going to take the plug off and isolate these wires, and jumper them off to the generator plug, and I'll show you how that's going to hook up. So here's the field wires, your negative and positive. These guys here, the white wire and the red wire. Okay, and on the plug that's on the coming off the generator, the alternator actually. Those wires, there's 2. There's positive and negative coming off of that. Okay, so your positive and negative on that are going to the blue wires here, the power input. Okay, and then the yellow wires, that's your sensing wires, and they go, they're your feedback wires going to the stator winding, and they end up going, your outputs going to your 115 and volts and your neutral. And how that creates 220 is when you have 2 115s hooked up together onto a 220 plug, that'll generate 220 power. You don't do that with home wiring, it's not suggested, but on a generator you can do that. As far as I can tell, I'm not an electrician, but I think that's how I understand how this generates 220 power. On a single phase, this is a single phase wiring schematic that I found for a gasoline generator. So the way the stator feedback works, it's actually the sensing. Okay, so when your power is going through here and goes through the AVR, it actually the AVR controls the voltage spikes and wattage and everything. So if you didn't have an AVR, your voltage would be all over the place. So this controls it to even it out. So when you're running your generator and your lights and all that, it doesn't fluctuate. It stays the way it's supposed to be, constant power. Okay? So, hopefully, hopefully I made that clear. Anyway, so I'm going to ahead and get this hooked up to the generator by what I understand here, and what the, you know, as far as which wire goes where, the yellows, it doesn't matter as long as both yellows are going to the power, and the blues don't matter as long as both blues are going to the stator. So there's no wrong way of doing that. These are, you know, you have to have the positive and negative going the right direction here. Okay, as far as I can tell. All right, so, and ground. I have to hook up the ground. Got to figure this out too, how I'm going to put this and attach it. But for now, I think I'll just put some tape over it or something, just so it doesn't fall out. Because I'm not going to put this totally on the unit. I'm going to make sure the ground's hooked up. And I think that should do it. So, we'll be back once we have all this hooked up and ready to test. Alright, well, we got it wired up. Let's see if this thing will start. Don't need the barrel over here. I have it on start. Oh, have this ready to go. The tester. See how many volts I'm getting out of this thing. Hopefully. If not, it was a fun project that didn't go nowhere. We'll find out. Okay, so that's a hot one. That's that one. Put this on volts. All right. Okay. Let's see. See if I can start this thing up. Pretty good, one pull. Thing's been sitting for 2 months. Well, since I last started it, probably a month. Well, did I run out of gas? Well, let's start this thing up. Got a light hooked up to it. See if that works. That definitely needs to be tightened up. So anyway, just making sure I still had the camera on. So what I did is unplug the cheap AVR that I bought, right? And I plugged in the old PC, right, that I tore all the crap off of it. Some of it's exposed. I have to get some that liquid tape and put over it. And hooked it all up, and the light works. It's getting 115. Crazy. 110, 110, 115. Right about there. Enough to power up the light, that's for sure. So it looks like I can put all this back together with this, put some coating on it, test it again before I put everything back together, and I think it works. Unfortunately, this doesn't. Yeah, oh well. Had a hunch, but I figured I'd try it. I mean, 20 bucks. Oh well. I got the generator totally for free, so, and I'll be able to use it for some stuff. Yeah. Anyway, it works. What I did is I put the old PC board back on here, right? It has two wires going up here to the off of this, right? That's a ground wire there. This is the ground. But I have these hooked up. This is the power side, right? Which is number 11 on this wire. And this is the power, and this is the ground side over here. So that's going into the PC board right here. And so what I did to the PC board is I tore all the rubberized coating. It had a cover that I can't find. So what I did is, this has got to be isolated. You don't want it touching metal anywhere, right? So I had this gasket material, right, for making gaskets. And I got a big roll of it. So I got plenty of it. And what I did is I just cut two pieces, the width and length of the PC board voltage regulator, and sandwiched the PC board in between two pieces, and then put tie straps around it. And then I put another tie strap through here, a couple of them, through the holes for the original box that I can't find. And it had this metal piece that went on it too, to protect it from heat, I believe. Well, these are heat resistant gaskets, so we'll try it. And what I'll do is this area here, this area goes down below and gets bolted on. But this area up here is pretty much open. The only thing that covers it is this piece right here. Okay? So when you have this on the generator, it's like that. So these wires, you know, you can get up there and plug them in and all that. And this area down here is covered. Well, not, yeah. It's kind of inside here. I'll have to turn the camera around and show you. We also have the fan. It goes like this. This goes through there like that. See that little hole there? This post goes on that, and this one over here. So so first off, we'll get this bolted on. And then we'll get that cover on there. It protects so the wires don't get into this fan blade. and then we'll get that on, get that bolted on. I'm going to leave this cover off for now. Okay, so I got this on. Okay, looks like everything fits good. Got it plugged in, the old voltage regulator. I have it grounded over here, and the wires are all tucked in. This start wire, there's vents underneath here. I went up through the top vent hole and up in through here, because the cover, when I finally put it on, you can't have wires coming out of here, so I believe that's the way it originally was anyway. And down here, to keep the wire from catching anything, put some tie straps here, and there's another hole there, and that'll work good. It won't get caught on anything. Might put one over here too. There's another hole right there, or maybe come up like that. Yeah, that would work. All right, so it's ready to start up again out there and test it. So that'll be it. If it works, it'll be all put back together, ready to go. The only thing left to do now is that's why I'm leaving this open, and I can plug this in and see if I can get this thing to work. 20 bucks, you know, like I say, be a good backup if I need it. Yeah, make sure you turn the fuel on. I keep forgetting to do that. Alright, and turn this all the way over to choke it. Turn it in the middle. Oh, make sure you turn it on, the switch on, okay? Should start. Well, you like the video, please subscribe, leave comments, hit the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. Thanks.